Hi Sagittarius, welcome back to PeonyLore, where we help you to find the beauty in all things. Welcome to all of my new subscribers. I greatly appreciate you stopping by, checking us out, and enjoying the content. This is going to serve for all sun, moon, and rising sign of Sagittarius, or really anywhere that you have Sagittarius very heavily placed in your chart. Hopefully you know your chart. As we are going to continue to do, especially for the month of July, we're going to break each of these astrological weeks down into the specifics of the day. To help you gain a little bit more insight about what you can possibly do. So the first card that we're going to bring out here from our sacred geometry is card number 47, which is a vitality, energizing your whole being. This is like a huge restoration card, and this is actually card 47 reducing down into 11, which means there is something significant that is coming to you in order to help revitalize you. It could be a piece of information. It could be lots of different types of things, okay? We will go back into that book at the end of the reading just to pull any additional content that we need, but we're also going to pull from our Earth Magic deck, and we're going to pull from the Gateway deck to sit and anchor these two pieces of information. We will also use our Angel Therapy deck. We'll also use our Angel Guidance, our White Sage Tarot will be used to clarify, and we're going to use the From Beyond Lemuria also. So we've got a lot of cards to get through, and let's just go ahead and jump right in. So this Vitality card is very, very important, Sagittarius. As we travel the energies that are happening for us this particular week, it's going to be very, very strong for lots of people in lots of different ways. It wants to be this top one, so that's what we're going to do. Ooh, we have volcano energy, volatility. Well, let us find out what that whole thing is about. So volcano energy talks about something underneath the surface that we might not be letting out. It also indicates what you're letting out might be a little bit harsh. So it's important for you to energize your entire being so that you don't have to take on the persona of blowing up on somebody. You know what I mean? Okay. So let's see what the Gateway Oracle wants to be able to share for our Sagittarius this week. Thank you. All right. And the Gateway card that we have is renewing your life. Okay, clutter. Radiating vitality is filling my life. Well, hello, you can't make this stuff up. Radiant vitality is filling my life. Radiant vitality is filling my life. So someone is getting ready to go through a gate. Someone is getting ready to move from one area to another, not only potentially physically, but expressively within your own sense of self. You're graduating. Okay, so we are also going to use a new base deck for the remainder of the month of July. We are using the In-Between Tarot deck. And I was guided to use this deck because there are a lot of people that are going through natural transitions, and it's important to try to understand why certain things are happening in a different way. So it's basically like two tarot cards in one, and I will get down all of the different days here. I like these two because they respond very well and they group where they're supposed to group. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday's energy. Okay. Ooh, looks like we're avoiding a tower moment, sort of. And then we have the moon and the sun. Let's go Saturday and Sunday for our Sagittarius, please. There's a lot of transition, and I see natural progression happening here. Saturday, Sunday for our Sagittarius, please. Thank you. Looks like you got a bonus as well. So Saturday's energy, wow, you have a lot going on here, Sag. And then Sunday's energy. Okay, bottom of the deck for our Sagittarius is this. This is the energy of the world coming to the end of an old cycle and beginning a new one all at the same time. So you're at the point where you're going to close something out and you're going to be starting this journey. This is the actual story of tarot in its sense, in itself, is that the full The energy of the Fool goes through all of the different cycles that need to be mastered within a specific level. So that's where you're at. You're at the end of something old and you're getting ready to transition into something brand new. Okay, put these little guys to the side. Okay, so then the energy that we have on Monday, we have the energy of the balsamic moon going to be showing up in the sign of Taurus. So security, root chakra, that type of thing is going to be kind of a concern for people. But the other thing that's really going to kick out of that as well is that more people are going to start to awaken and see more signs, more synchronicities, and they're going to start to see in a different way than they have before what options are available to them for their future. So it's a sensitive time for a lot of people, very specifically this week, okay? So what we have here on this Monday energy is the Four of Wands energy traveling into the Five of Wands energy, okay? So what I'm getting is that there's some kind of conflict that may be taking place either in a work environment or a home environment, and that's kind of the energy where it's transferring to. It's related to what's going on in the home or workplace with this Four of Wands. And this Five of Wands, I mean, it doesn't have to be crazy arguing, but it does have something to do that's going to make some people not very comfortable. And the other aspect to it is that the Five of Wands can also be internal strife and negativity that you're putting on yourself, like negative self-talk and things of that nature. So just be aware of that on Monday, okay? Try not to explode on people. When we get into Tuesday's energy, now we're going from the Six of Wands into the Seven of Wands moment. So you obviously are going to traverse this very, very easily if you take the advice here, because you go from the Six of Wands, which is coming out victorious from whatever the challenge was here, literally 4, 5, 6, 7, traveling out of that area. You might be the person that has the right information. You might be the right party in this particular situation, saying the right thing. And now you're just at a position where you're going to need to maybe defend that position just a little bit if you're feeling justified in that. And that also can lend to where this volatility comes from on that Tuesday. Now, on this Wednesday, it's 7/7. It's a portal day. It also happens to be a 10 universal day numerologically. Gemini, Aries, Capricorn, Virgo for sure are feeling that. So if you have those aspects in your chart, make sure that you're taking a look at maybe one of the other signs. This is a natural transition day for a lot of people. Any portal day will do that. The moon is squaring Neptune. And so the energies are going to start Tuesday. Portal days usually a few days before and a few days after. There's more than one portal this month. So again, I'm trying to go slow. But basically you're being encouraged Wednesday, Thursday to really clean up any old business. And highly intuitive days for a lot of people, okay? So here's kind of what's going on here when we traverse this Wednesday for you, okay? When the moon squares Neptune, and Neptune is all about your intuition, it's about confusion, it is about your dreams, it's a very spiritual card in itself, Neptune is, okay? It's kind of the energy of judgment in a way, where it wants to come in and sort of refresh a little bit. You know what I mean? Hangman energy. There's a lot that goes on with this particular energy on this day. But anyway, we're traversing between the Devil and the Tower. So Devil card, major arcana of Capricorn, and of course our Tower is Mars coming in and hanging out with us and kind of creating a couple of different situations. Now let's start with the Tower. The Tower comes in to cleanse things out of our energy. The Tower comes in to move things that could not have been done. It comes to declutter, literally kind of what's going on here. If it doesn't belong in your world anymore, and if you haven't had the opportunity to take care of yourself, Mars is definitely going to come in and help push. It's going to push the baby bird out of the nest. It's going to kick things into start. It's going to create this surprise change that is for you. What is potentially being kicked out is this energy of the Devil. So at its best, the Devil is all about duty and perseverance. At its worst, it's just, something that you're tying yourself to that no longer supports you. It's something that doesn't energize you. It's something that just, you're doing it for the sake of doing it, out of habit, out of, lack of control of, or even thought process about how you are. Now this is getting really deep because I'm feeling a couple of different energies that are in here. So let me just back this truck up and up. If you've got conflict in the home with someone, and it doesn't even have to be a spouse, it could be a child as well, okay? If you've got conflict that's in the home and you know that you're always right and you know that you're always sacrificing yourself for the greater good of the kids or whatever the case may be in that instance, what are you really doing though? At some point, you have to be able to stick up for yourself, and you have to be able to say, you know what, no, this will not stand, man. You got to have your big Lebowski moment that comes in there and allow things that no longer serve you to be eclipsed or taken out of your space. So this Wednesday is going to be an important day for someone, because those are two majorly huge energies that are popping up. When we get to Thursday, we still are dealing with the Tower. Now we're moving from this Tower moment, the surprise moment that's popping in here, now into the Star, okay? We've broken out of whatever was being holding us back here in this little, and that they have it in the shape of a pyramid, which I think is interesting. You've got to see this broken. The Tower's already come through. It's already busted. It's already finished. And now the Star is on the horizon. The reason it's in the reverse position is that you don't necessarily see that there's a way out of a particular situation. And I got to tell you, oh yes, there is. Now, this is awesome sauce right here. On Friday, we get into the energy of the new moon in Cancer, okay? So this is an awesome time to begin a new venture, and it's going to be emotionally sensitive for a lot of people. But I want to share with you where you're at, okay? You're in between the moon and you're in between the sun. You're right at that pivotal point where you're trying to receive the last bits of information. You're trying to stay in that guided portal of the 11:11 of the moon. The moon is trying to push you right into this very specific trajectory here, and the sun is coming in and shining on the space where you're at. You're not going to have to be treading water in order to make this happen for yourself, okay? I think that's gorgeous. Now, when we get into this Saturday's energy, you're right in it again. You are right in where this moon, okay, energy is supporting this star now. So you need to be able to understand that this Tower is not a negative situation. This Tower is coming in to help you kick it into high gear. You've got the sun, the moon, and the star sitting here within one little space. Okay. The other card that supports that, because you got bonus cards this particular weekend, is the Hierophant, and you got the Lover. So if you've been going through some shite with your significant other or a partner that is very, very close to you, it doesn't have to be a significant other. It can be a boss. It can be a best friend. Again, it can also be a child. I feel very, very like you've got an older child. This is like older child, like teenager, who's just like really just putting you through it. You know what I mean? That kind of energy that's there. There is an opportunity for you to come back together. Okay, that Lover's card doesn't always mean lovers. It does mean choice, and it does mean coming together of two very powerful energies. Now, with the Hierophant being here, the Hierophant is being the officiator of this particular situation. So, the other opportunity is counseling. I'm telling you what they're telling me. Counseling is in somebody's future. Setting up a counseling session. It could be like family therapy, family counseling kind of a thing. Seeking church, seeking synagogue, mosque, whatever it is that you happen to believe in within your particular pantheon, either going up and, receiving the information and downloads from higher self and your angels and, all of your galactic team that are around you. There is a lot of choice that's getting ready to be made here based upon this star and this moon. There's a lot of information that you may not have been privy to is going to start coming out, but the moon is going to ask you to continue to stay in your lane. We're going to share with you all the things that you need to know. Stay in your lane, hold it together. Everything in your life that needs to be cleared out is getting ready to be cleared out. Just stay in your lane. Stick with us is what they're asking you to do. On this Sunday energy, now we have Mercury is transitioning into Cancer. So that's an auspicious day because it really sparks a lot of inspiration. Now, what did I say earlier? I said judgment was all over this. I hadn't even paid attention to the fact that this card had come out. Now we're between judgment and the world again. What did I just say? Whatever's getting ready to happen this particular week for you, Sagittarius, is going to be kind of big, okay? So when we're in the energy of judgment, we are in the energy of, okay, did you learn your lesson, in a sense? And also the Hierophant likes to tell us that same thing too. Did you learn your lesson? If you did and you understand what you need to do going forward, then when judgment shows up, judgment says, okay, now are you ready to receive the benefit of what it is that we want to give you? It is also natural that it's possible that either you or someone else would have judgment in a particular situation around you that would potentially kind of change your world. But judgment comes in to renew and refresh, just like the Death card. It's a transition, it's a transition that must happen to help renew what's going on. Now, the other card that comes in here is Judgment with the sun. So this weekend is just going to be a powerful, powerful weekend for you, Sagittarius, okay? Now, the fact that the sun and the card originally presented itself into the reverse position means that there's still some things that you have to do here, which is why this tower showed up in reverse. In order for you to receive the benefit of what the star wants to offer you here, you have to listen to the moon. You have to listen to the moon. The sun is shining on the moon at this moment, going, hey, no, 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 you gotta stay in this lane. You gotta take this information that we're trying to share with you right now, okay? The judgment is saying to you, you have to be willing to do that. Let the sun shine on this particular situation. Let everything come out that needs to come out, come out. Let it show up. There is a rescue opportunity. There is a rescue attempt that's happening, okay? If you're in a danger Will Robinson moment, this is where everything starts to get cleared up here, but you've got to allow this to come into your space. So that's a lot of cards already, but we're going to go ahead and jump in with a clarifier from the White Sage Tarot on these days. Give me the card that is going to best represent what's going on, or who's involved. That's what I want to know. Who's involved with this Four of Wands, Five of Wands transition for our Sagittarius? Because I really, honestly, to be perfectly honest with you, I know that these energies are you, but I want to see what else is going on here. Okay? You know what I mean? All right. Oh, that was fast. Okay. Ace of Cups. They're asking you to calm down. This is the universe coming in, trying to have their say. Whatever's going on here is very powerful for you, okay? And whatever's going on here is going to energize you. It's going to renew what's going on in your world. And so the Ace shows up in order to give you that restoration. It's trying to temper that fire just a little bit with that, okay? Let's get this 6 into the 7, because this is where action, this is where rubber meets the road right here. This is where action is happening. All right, what we got is the Two of Cups. Okay, yeah, so you're not capable of making this choice at this particular moment. There's a choice that you are avoiding trying to make, is basically what I'm getting. The Two of Cups is very strong energy. It does mean union, and there's definitely some challenges that's going on in this particular situation, and it's affecting your ability to get back together with whoever it is that you're going through this challenge with. Now, the fact that we've got 2 water signs that showed up, I'm going to tell you this Cancer energy is all over your reading. But it is possible that you are dealing with a Cancer, a Scorpio, or a Pisces, okay? And I really feel child for some of you, like teenager, is kind of in it. So if you happen to have a water sign child, God bless your heart, because I know I have one, and holy mama. At the end of the day, there is something that needs to be revealed. And so let's find out what's going on between this Devil and this Tower card. What is potentially coming down? What is the crux of the issue here? What is being transformed on Wednesday? Woo! Lord, Lord, Lord. Is it all of these? No. They said shuffle up and deal. All right. If they're meant to come back out, they will come back out. Okay, here we go. Wednesday for our Sagittarius. Whoa, good Lord. It can't... They are not playing, you guys. I'm sorry. Just give me a half a second here. They are not playing. Okay. How do you want me to proceed? Okay. So, we have the Devil energy that's here. Again, so it's possible that you're dealing with the Capricorn. It doesn't necessarily have to be, but I'm just going to put that out there. This earthen energy is going to change what needs to happen. You also have the major arcana of the Hermit that is sitting here. So like I said before, Capricorn and Virgo, this really what the universe is telling me here is this is the universe's way of saying, listen, we're trying to help you at this particular moment. These people, these situations, these energies for what these guys bring in from their best capability. Again, you know, we need our Virgos. We need that perfection of service. We need our Capricorns. We need that duty and that perseverance and that energy to continue to do something all the way through and through. But what's happening is we've got someone kind of sleeping on the job here is what I'm getting. And you've got someone else that is trying. You definitely have a child that is pissing you off right now. I'm sorry. Pages very often represent children, and I've already been feeling that there's something going on that's here. Some of you have a child in your midst, a teenager, who is just putting you through it right now. The only way that this Capricorn, they're sleeping on the job is what I got going on. There's a child or someone in your energy that is childlike and is just being a little bit overbearing is the word that I want to use here, and they're kind of sleeping on their job and they're sleeping on the responsibilities of what needs to get done. This perfection of service that's coming in here is obviously you can't have that, because in order for perfection of service to happen, even if it's for self, there has to be that balance that wants to show up between what's being asked and what's not being done here. So Mama Bear is coming in is what I feel, or Papa Bear is coming in. They're gonna like lay it down. They're gonna like, look, okay, there's an offer that you're gonna be providing. And I think what's getting ready to happen is someone's about ready to get the bootski. And I can't blame you if that's what necessarily needs to happen. So you're going to be putting down an offer. There's an offer that's coming, and it is going to be a choice. Whether this child, this teenager is like, yeah, Mom, I'm out of here. Or Dad, like, look, man, son, you got to go. Whatever the case may be, it's time to get something going here. There is going to be an opportunity for this to be seen as a good situation, because you can't continue to balance this energy and be who you are supposed to be. You can't do this anymore. Okay, Sagittarius, this is going to kill you to death if you don't handle this situation, or if you don't recognize that this is a tie that's binding you right here, this devil energy that's here. And even if it's not a child, even if it was a partner, even if it was a spouse, even if it was, there's something going on here that I just want to crawl in these. I could like go on for 2 hours with this one, because this one is fascinating me to death. There's just so much. Let's move on, Tamara. Let's move on. All right. Why do we have the Tower and the Star? I mean, I know why it's in reverse, but let's see what happens with the energy. If we take this advice here on this Wednesday, if we recognize that this transition is going to happen, what's the best outcome that would happen with this Tower Star moment? Thank you. Oh, thank you. Well, the best outcome is that you're going to make a decision. Wow. Okay. The best outcome is that you are going to make a decision, and that there's no secrets, there's no hidden influence, but this is the moon energy again trying to tell you to stay in that lane. We really need you to stay the course. You got to stick with what needs to happen here. It might be difficult, but you got to do it. That's the best case scenario for what's going on in this situation. You have to make a choice. You can't continue to balance this the way that you've been balancing it. It's not working for you. Okay, so what do we have between the moon and the sun here, please? What we have between the moon and the sun is a sideways card. What we have is the Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups is reviewing everything. Reviewing everything. Contracts. All the details. Did I do all the things that I needed to do? Is everything taken care of? Because there's a consideration that's happening here. Typically when the Eight of Cups shows up straight up in the upright, it's saying that I have considered everything that's going on. I've crossed all my T's. I've dotted all my I's. There's nothing else I literally can do. It's time for me to move. It's time for me to move into this new direction. It's time for me to go do this new thing. I'm done. I did all the things. I'm done. When it shows up in the sideways position, you're almost there. You're almost at the point where you're making that decision, but you're also halfway between, do I really, 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 really want to do this? Yeah, you really, really, really want to do this. This is too powerful showing up here, okay? Let's get into the combination that we have down here between the Star and the Moon and the Hierophant and the Lovers. Woo! Well, there we go. Seven of Cups into the Nine of Cups. Okay. So, someone's not going to like what I have to say, but I'm telling the truth here. The Seven of Cups means that there's going to be a lot of options for this individual. There is. Okay? Something's going on. But the Nine of Cups in the reverse position is saying that we have potentially not going to see the gain within this choice or this union, at least not right away. And that's a concern. And so there are a lot of options. The only thing that you can do in this particular situation is start with the first thing. Start with the first logical, lowest hanging fruit, so that you can continue to pull the fruit off of the tree as you're ready to do it. And it's going to be a lot of detail that's going to come all at the same time. The Hierophant here with the Lovers receiving this 9 of Cups in the reverse position is just saying that it's not going to be all sunny and rosy, whatever this choice is immediately. And that's very hard. So, you know, again, I put myself in the position of understanding what that parent would look like if you are having to have your child move out of the house, or moving them to dorm, or whatever the case may be. Even if it was a work situation, not everything that's going to happen is going to be rosy immediately, okay? Let's get this Judgment with this World card here. And what we have is the High Priestess. Ooh, yes, okay. This day is going to be the day where you receive the information that's going to help to change and solidify the decision that needs to get made. The High Priestess is talking about that secret information, that secret knowledge, that secret information that is available to everyone if you allow it to tap in here, okay? Let's get this information between the Sun and the Judgment card. Ooh, look at this. All right. We've got a little bit of resistance with the Major Arcana of the Death card sitting here, Scorpio energy sitting here. But we do have the King of Pentacles. So what I have to say about this is that where you may not be feeling that this union or this choice is going to yield any fruit on the back end, it definitely is going to have some change. There is solid foundation that is in this future. There's something that you're going to be made aware of on this particular Sunday that's had you twisted about this choice, that is going to be completely clear and solidify this choice that needs to get made for you. Death comes in again to change things up. The Tower comes in to change things up, to move. Judgment comes in to change things up, create revitalization opportunities. And the King of Pentacles is solid, long-term. It's just solid and it's long term. The King of Pentacles does not come in unless all T's are crossed and all I's are dotted. I mean, he does not come into the party unless all contracts and things have been done to make it easier for him to enjoy himself and have a good time. So this change transition that you're going through, Sagittarius, okay, if you can just hold it together, just stay in your lane as best as you can. Do whatever you can do to ground yourself, to do whatever it is that you can do to kind of keep yourself busy without continuing to go back and forth between he said, she said, this did, he did that. Get out of that energy as best as you possibly can and look at all this gorgeousness that's getting ready to happen for you here. Now I want to go in. I was going to go in at the Oracle of Radiant Sun, but I don't think I need to do that. I think we got the additional clarifications that we needed here. So we're going to go right to our therapy angels. Sagittarius, past life issues. The situation has a basis in one of your previous lifetimes, potentially. Ask your angels to help you remember, release, learn, and heal from your past experiences. Again, you've got 2 awesome days, well, literally this whole week, but you've got the 10-10, that portal day, to see if you can get into your highest level of intuition on that day, okay? And then you also have the 11th to really just kind of go in. Any time that you go in is going to be a great time for you, but that's going to be an awesome day. And whatever it is, it's going to completely change your world. Okay. There we go. So the other angel suggestion that we have, oh wow, that's really cool. So you're being told that you can call on your guardian angel and they will walk you through the path, and your guardian angel will help you to, they're going to relay the information, because some of you out there that I know that are watching this are not uber spiritual or at the beginning of your process. If you call on your guardian angel, and say, help me with this particular situation, they're with you, okay? Your guardian angel is with you from the time that you're born until the time that you transition back into spirit. But at the end of the day, you definitely have different angels that are with you throughout. They kind of tag in as a team. Your guardian angel will make sure that that they gather all the details and share one constant, beautiful stream with you, okay? So your guardian angel wants to help you with this. Ask them about any of the past life issues, and then ask them to help you with what else it is that you need to know. All right, Sagittarius, this is one I've been, I could be here for another hour with you guys. Seriously, I could, because this is juicy. But I'm not trying to be nosy. Okay, crown chakra is definitely going to be popping off on this day. And again, there is a paradigm shift. This is air energy that's coming through. There's a paradigm shift, and you have to get prepared for it. Paradigm shift, you've got to be able to see something in a different light, okay? And when you allow yourself to do that, then you're going to find out that it's going to be very rewarding on the back end. Something has to shake up and change. You might as well start managing it now. Call in all of your resources so that they can try to help you, okay? This Vitality card, we're going to finish it off here with going into the book and seeing what other content might be available that I have not been able to articulate, as well as give you the mantra that is in the book, okay? So, Vitality. Energize. I feel energized, healthy, and well. I feel energized, healthy, and well. I feel energized, healthy, and well. And so it is. Okay. So you have a rhombic dodecahedron that's sitting here. Okay. And, excuse me, that energy is really supporting physical health as well. And it's the universe is saying to help you keep yourself from blowing up here. Bike ride, swimming, meditation, yoga, spending time with friends, doing anything that will make you laugh or find some solitude in order to nurture and love on yourself within your own space. If you have a sacred space inside your home, stay energized and balanced, and all the different things that you can do. You gain a stronger connection to the earth by being grounded, but also at the same time a stronger connection to spirit to receive those messages as well, okay? So because the pathway all the way from the base or the root chakra all the way up your spine up to that crown chakra opens up, allowing for this clear information to come through. All right, so that's what they're trying to tell me. They're trying to let you know, clutter, it's rolling. Radiant vitality is filling my life. Okay, if you have crystal support or you want crystal support, then they're asking you to maybe take advantage of garnet, ruby, Shiva lingam, cuprite, or pyrite. Those are great tools to ground, okay? All right. Man, seriously, Sagittarius, I could be here for a whole hour, but I'm going to leave it at that. Hopefully you were able to get some decent information out of this and it resonated with you. If you did, make sure that you give it a like. Share this content out with someone else that you think would be receptive to the way that I deliver information. Comment below. If you're a visitor and you haven't subscribed yet, please consider subscribing to my growing channel here. I really enjoy doing this. If you didn't get everything that you wanted out of this particular reading, again, your sun, your moon, your rising, and your north node are key to putting your entire picture together. Other than that, if you're looking for a personal, all of my contact information is in the description box below, and I'd be happy to support anyone that reaches out and needs a little bit of one-to-one time. Okay, Sagittarius, that is what I have for you for this particular week. Thank you so much for tuning in. Many, many blessings, and we'll talk to you next week. Bye for now.